Hey guys, how's it going? It's Calvin Rab. So when it comes to a business degree, there's so much more than just the typical standard business, general business, business admin degree. There are a lot of specifications within it. There's marketing majors, sales majors, accounting majors, and so much more within it. And in this video, I wanted to break down the top 10 highest paying business degrees. So I listed them all out. I took their average salaries and I put them on this list. Now, I am going to be talking from lowest paying to highest paying. Number one is going to be highest paying, but I really don't want you to skip to number one because maybe somewhere along the way you'll find another major that piques your interest. Because remember, salary is not the most important thing that's out there. You want to have a job that you actually enjoy. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. These are the top 10 highest paying business degrees. Let's get into it. And if you're new here, my name is Calvin Rab. I make videos all about economics and personal finance. So if you're interested in anything like that, I would love it if you would subscribe. Number 10 is an actuarial science degree, making about $66,000 per year average base salary. All these salaries I'm going to say are going to be average base salary, so this is without any benefits or anything like that that would also be added to your pay. But an actuarial science degree, what this is preparing you for and what you'll be studying is all about risk. So what you are going to be able to do is predict what the possibility or probability of something happening based on previous events. You're going to be taking a lot of statistics courses, a lot of math courses, and really learning about how to analyze data in order to be predictive. And that is something that's very important in business. So you'll look a lot at risk, and oftentimes actuarial science degrees will go and work for insurance companies, because insurance companies need to know what are the odds of this particular event happening, and they're able to make their plans in accordance with that probability. So that's just one instance of a job that you could kind of get with this degree. Coming in at number 9 is a real estate degree, and this too is $66,000 average base salary. Now, a real estate degree is huge. There are so many different things that you can learn about when it comes to real estate that you will be focusing on. It's so much more than just learning about a standard residential home. You can learn, of course, about the residential home side of things, but you can also you'll learn a lot about land, about commercial properties, about big private properties, apartment buildings, and real estate investing, real estate agents, loan officers, how the mortgage industry works as a whole. And there's so much within it that you are going to be studying. And this is something that I am very interested in. Personally, I don't have a real estate degree. I am actually an economics major. I go to UCLA studying economics, but real estate is something that I'm very interested in. I have a lot of videos on this channel about real estate as well, if you want to check that out. But if you're at all interested in real estate, there are a lot of job opportunities within real estate that are very high paying as well. And as you can see, this one landing at number 9 is pretty high paying as far as an average base salary goes. So maybe this is something that you want to look into. Coming in at number 8 is a marketing degree. This too landing at $66,000 average base salary. These three just by coincidence had the same average base salary, and the rest of them actually do not. This will be the last $66,000. But a marketing degree, I don't think I need to go into too much detail about what you're going to be learning here because everyone kind of knows marketing. It's going to be about all things learning about how to get a product to different customers, or at least information about that product in their face, and just so other people can be aware of this company. And there's so many different mediums that you'll learn about. You will learn about social media networking and social media advertising on billboards and commercials, and you'll actually learn a lot about psychology and different psychological elements that go into our marketing and how you can market to different groups, different ages, different sexes, and different things like that. So very interesting field that you may want to look into. Number 7 is a project management degree, and this is going to be making about $67,000 per year. So project management, here what you're going to be studying is just good workflow systems. When tasked with a project, oftentimes you have to know how to even start it. You can have an idea of what it's about, but this degree is going to be focusing on this is what you would do. So when you have a big project, this is where you start. This is how you deal with people. You're going to be taking a lot of management courses courses, and you're really learning how to be a leader that can really get projects done. Because oftentimes you can be a good leader, but if you're not a good finisher in that you can never really finish projects, then you're not going to get much done. But this will teach you how to really just be a great leader that gets stuff done and is able to work with so many people. So you'll be taking a lot of management classes, as I mentioned, and also just understanding good workflow business systems. So when you're given any project, you have working knowledge of the best way to go about it, the best maybe softwares to use, or just ways in which to go about it. Coming in at number 6 is an international business degree, and this is going to be coming in with an average base salary of about $69,000. So an international business degree, what you're really going to be studying here is the challenges that companies have when they try to go international. So oftentimes when a company tries to go international, there's a lot of different elements that are tough. You know, you now have to market to a whole new kind of population, and they may have different interests than they did if the company was, say, just here domestically within the United States. And it's more than just the marketing side of things. Business is oftentimes done differently in different countries. There are different rules that are allowed in different countries, and a lot of finance then changes. You know, there's a lot of different taxes that you then have to take into account in different countries, and this is something that you would study a lot of, how international trade works. And you are effectively just making sure that the international component of a particular company is running smoothly. Coming at number 5 is an accounting degree. And an accounting degree on average is going to be making about $70,000 base average salary. So an accounting degree, you know, we all kind of know it, it's the language of finance. And here you are going to be studying about how you record transactions. You know, a company makes oftentimes thousands, sometimes even millions of financial transactions, and you are in charge of recording them in such a way that if you get audited or something, you're able to show all the finances. You also will oftentimes do a lot of analysis, you know, being able to tell the financial health of a particular company. This is a big field with a wide range of opportunities. I actually made a whole video about the top 10 jobs for accounting majors, so you may want to look into that if this is something that furthers your interest. But there are so many jobs here, and it's really cool because accounting is needed everywhere. Every business really needs some version of an accountant because your finances have to be recorded in such a way that it abides by all the laws that auditors look at and different things like that. So this is a great field, and it's an interesting one as well. Coming in at number 4, and now you are at my major. This is an economics degree with an average salary of about $73,000. Now, technically, economics isn't actually a business major. So for instance, I go to UCLA, it is not a business major. It's a social science major, so it's not in the business school. However, oftentimes people associate economics with business, and most economics majors go into business in some way or another. So I felt it is important to add it to this list. So I threw it in with the rest of these business majors. So an economics major, and one of the most common questions I get is, what is an economics major? And it's very hard to describe. There's no one sentence answer or anything, but holistically what an economics major is you are studying decision making with scarcity. Now I know that seems really weird, but all an economics major does is, not all, but you are studying decision making. So you're going to be you have to take a lot of math, a lot of calculus courses, a lot of statistics courses, even oftentimes you'll take a lot of business courses as well, because you want to know how to make different decisions and using financial models to be able to help you make those decisions. Now, I'm biased. I love this major, and I actually used to be a business admin major. I switched to this. If you guys are at all interested in economics, I have a lot of videos about economics, from the difference between economics and business to pros and cons of an economics major, and I've got a lot more coming out for you. So that is economics holistically, and if it's something you're interested in, then welcome to the party. All right, moving on. Number 3 is an operations management degree, and this on an average base salary is going to be around $74,000. So an operations management degree, it's kind of in the name, but you are going to be in charge of the operations of a particular company, or you'll at least be studying the operations of a particular company. So you are going to be studying a lot of different workflows, you know, understanding this is the goal of what the company wants to do, this is how we could do it. You know, you're going to be very well versed with the way in which a company does it, and you're going to have recommendations for, this is how we could run more efficient. You're going to also want to be up to date on a lot of different softwares. Maybe it's a different accounting software or a different way you want to run the workflow through Excel or something like that. And an operations manager is always tweaking, taking into considerations how the business should run, and just making small changes here and there to make sure the business runs as effectively as possible. So not only are you going to have to know the maybe finance side of things, but you're going to want to know the accounting perspective, some of the technical aspects. You're going to have a good understanding of the business as a whole, because you're not just in charge of finance. You're now in charge of the business altogether and making sure that all the systems run effectively, and making sure that if there's ways to save money or anything like that, then that's up to you as well. Coming at number 2 is an information technology management degree, and this is going to be making an average base salary of about $76,000 per year. So this IT management degree, what you're going to do here is you're in charge of a lot of the technical aspects of a company. So this can range from both hardware and software. So the hardware side of things, you could go into studying different things like big data centers and understanding actual hardware components of things maybe like supercomputers or different things like that. But you'll also be studying the software side of things, and understanding different programs. You may know a couple computer languages that you'd be able to write out different programs that would help businesses run more effectively. And you are just in charge of all technical aspects that are helping a company run effectively, because a lot of people don't know the technical aspects, the hardware, or really the software side of things. And you will come with the management side of it. And you may understand more management things than, say, like a computer science person would. So you'll likely be working with a lot of computer science people and just talking it from a management perspective, how you can make the company run more efficiently and just using programs that help the company run. Coming in at number 1 is a Management Information Systems degree, and usually it's just referred to as an MIS degree. So Management Information Systems is a very broad major, but you are going to be specifically focused mainly on data. So we live in a data-driven world where the companies have so much information, and it is now your job, or you will be studying how to make sense of all that data and being able to make reports and have it be digestible by other people in the company that may not understand all the data. So you'll be taking a lot of statistics courses, a lot of math courses, and different things like that that will help you understand that data. And it is tough, understanding data and analytics and different things like that is tough. That is why it's such a high paying job. But if companies can't understand their data, then there's no point in having all that data. So that's why it's such a high paying job as well. So that will wrap it up. Those are the 10 highest paying business degrees that are out there, at least from my research. And now I want to turn it to you. Do you know any other maybe business degrees that are high paying as well? And if so, I'd love it if you would let me know in the comments below. I'll be going through there, I'll be talking to you guys, and I would just love to see what you have to say about different business majors and which ones you think are good, maybe which ones aren't so good. Do you see ones dying in the future or being more so in demand? And this is a very important topic. I know there's a lot of business majors that watch my videos, and I just look forward to talking to you guys. I am a kind of business major. I'm a social science major, but econ is pretty close to business. So I always enjoy talking to you guys about that. So let's have a good conversation in the comments below. But that will wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, my name is Calvin Rabb, and I'll see you soon. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. So I'm going to move to the corner of your screen here. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you are going to see my most recent video. And if you look in the lower left-hand corner, you're going to see a video that YouTube and I each think that you would like. And if you haven't yet, you can hit my face right here and subscribe. As always, my name is Calvin Rabb, and I'll see you soon.